It's in the game.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Turn it up! Turn this thing up! Let's go! Let's go! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
To kick off for the Buccaneers.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. And this is caught by Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
180! What's up?
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a...
We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Crash, crash. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To number 9, Emeka Abuka. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there. And
what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Mayfield down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
180, up left. On your team, up left. Pistol. Real. Done.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. O'Keefe from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Cade Otten. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first carry for Rashad White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First down, here's White. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's another Buccaneers.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Irving. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7.
At the 33-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Mayfield. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the... It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Irving. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
19 yards.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 168 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Irving. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And this one too low. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
What's that?
That would give Irving running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 199 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Evans. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, at 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Here's a toss right side with White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He'll try and do this himself, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.